Listen, he can land that shot from 1 to 12, from round 1 to round 12, and it can end the whole night. It can change the whole night for somebody. So I gotta go with Wilder. It's hard to go against him.
Do you think he's fighting the better fighter in Ortiz than Tyson Fury?
Do I think Ortiz is a better fighter than Tyson Fury?
Or like more skilled,
No.
like he presents more problems?
I think he's a better boxer, but I think I think Fury is more slick,
More defensive,
more
better
slick.
reflexes.
And that's the type of style that you need to beat a fighter like Wilder. You can be a good boxer, but if you get hit with that one shot, it can change the whole night.
Yeah. So you think he'll do it knockout? Or you think it goes late or you think early?
I think late.
Late?
I think late. I think Ortiz is going to be in his A game in the beginning, and then as he gets tired, as he starts slowing down, Wilder will catch him.
Would it surprise you if Ortiz wins? No? So you really think Wilder's going to win enough?
No, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if Ortiz won. He's a great boxer. At one point, he was one of the top guys. He was a lot of guys was ducking him. So if he wins, it wouldn't surprise me.
If I had to give you, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, how would you see him getting that? How would he make it happen though, Ortiz, if he pulls off the upset?
Making it a boring night, going in there and just using his legs, using his boxing ability, staying out the way and just pop shotting Wilder.
How do you counterpunch a guy though when he's taller than you? And like Wilder, he's good at being tall.
I mean, he would have to slip some of his shots, roll up under some of his shots, slip some of his shots to hit him with a counter.
Isn't that taking quite a risk from Ortiz? He could risk getting knocked out, walking into a right hand trying to do that.
I mean, he could. Listen, with Wilder, you can get up from the stool and he can hit you from across the ring with the right hand. So you're taking a chance, just in general. Do you feel like there's some things underrated about Wilder because everyone just talks about the right hand, or is that about it? Good right hand? I don't think some things are underrated. I think a lot of people, rate Wilder as, the top guy in the heavyweight division, and that's hard because it's a lot of good guys in the heavyweight division. Wilder has that right hand, and that's his bread and butter. Whether they like it or not, that's what he has, and if he lands it, it's over.
But people talk about, like, they like to say he has such a lack of skill, but I don't imagine you can't get to 41-0 without knowing what you're doing in there somehow, right?
I mean, he does what works for him at the end of the day. He's mastered what worked for him, and that's why he wins.
Devin, congrats on the title and the championship. That's everything you've been working for in your boxing career. How did it feel not only to get to cover the WBC, but to defend it successfully?
Oh, it felt great. It feels more like I'm the champion now, and that I went in there, I defended it. When I was in the ring, they mentioned me as the world champion. So it felt better, and I'm happy.
Did it bring any unnecessary energy from the outside of your compeers in boxing, talking about the way you received the title, versus you actually going in there defending and just consummating that?
Yeah, I got a lot of flack about that, but it comes with it. Lomachenko just came out and he said that he vacated. Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
He said that he vacated. So it shows that he didn't vacate for no reason.
How do you feel right now? What's next for Devin Haney? When should we see you back? Early 2020 or what?
Well, right now I have a mandatory, which is Javier Fortuna. So it's looking like March. It's looking like March for me and Javier Fortuna, and then after that, I'm looking to move up to 140 if I can't make these big fights happen, because the 135-pound division it's not easy for me to make. I'm a lot bigger than a lot of those guys. My body frame is bigger, and my body's still growing and maturing. So if I can't make those big fights, if I can't get the fight with Loma, Tank, Teofimo, any of those guys, then I'm Ryan Garcia. Then I move up.
Did you learn anything new in your first title defense, going to a decision? The critics going to say left or right on whether it was exciting or not. But what did you learn as a fighter?
Well, with the type of opponent that I had that night, I dropped him early, and I feel like once he felt my power, he felt that that I could hit pretty good. He just was in there to survive. He was holding a lot. He was fighting dirty, but that comes with the game. And you know, I'm still learning on the job, and I feel like you know that's a fight that I needed. You know, it's preparing me more and more and more for the top guys.
Appreciate that, Jeff, from World Combat Sports.
Hey, Devin, so what's next for you after
Yeah, he had more amateur fights than me. He's older than me. He's taller than me. He's longer than me. But I'm right here. I'm so high. You know, I'm so high up here that they expect me to blow everybody out the water, and that's okay because I put myself in that position.
Devin, last couple, man. Do you have Wilder as the best heavyweight? I know you said a lot of people feel that way, but do you feel that way?
I think so. Right now, I think he's at the top. But with AJ losing, I had AJ. But with AJ losing, I gotta go with Wilder. He was the next guy in line.
Do you think AJ will lose again next month, or he'll get the title back?
I think he'll make the adjustments. I think he was taking them lightly. You know, the last fight. I think he'll go in there and make the adjustments and get the win. Excuse me. I definitely think that it's going to be a knockout. I don't know. I mean, I figure it's going to be AJ, but I know it's not going 12 for sure.
What adjustments though? Because people think AJ's a little too stiff to stop fighting kind of straight up. What adjustments can AJ make that you think he could do?
Go to the body, use his jab, go to the body. You know, try to break Andy down first instead of going in there fighting fire with fire. Andy has a chin. Andy has heart. He showed that he can get up off the canvas and go back in there and fight. Even though Joshua did drop him early, but why fight fire with fire if you don't have to?
That's always been his style, Anthony Joshua.
But as he started going up there in the bigger fights, he started to use his jab. He started to box more, like against Quebecian and the other guy, Joseph Parker.
Parker was a little hesitant himself, but he wasn't fighting like Andy Ruiz.
Parker beat Andy Ruiz though. Styles make fights.
And also, man, you know, I seen you take a picture with the man in the wheelchair, the military veteran. You did some nice things back in the Bay after you got back from your title fight. Why is that important to you?
I mean, it's important to get back to the community. You know, right now I'm in position to where I can give back. And that's what it's all about. You know, it's important to give back. You know, it's part of the universe. I'm very blessed. You know, I'm very thankful for all the blessings that I have. And you know, why not give back to the people that need it and deserve it? You know, today I'm also going to go with WBC. We're going to go to the children's hospital, and I'm going to go talk to the kids. You know, when I leave here.
What does that do for you, though?
I mean, it makes me feel, you know, good on the inside. You know, people see me flash money on the internet and do this, but and they talk a lot about me being flashy and me doing this, but I've been giving back. You know, and I don't do it for any validation from anybody. I do it out of kindness of my heart, and the reason why I show it is that so other people can do the same. You know, no boxer is, you know, no disrespect to anybody, but no, as of now, no boxers are really giving back to the community like I am.
I know Badu Jack's doing some things. That's good.
Yeah, Badu has been doing some things, but like I said, no boxer is, you know. I go talk to the kids at the high school, the football team. You know, I talk to the elderly. I go feed the elderly. I do a bunch of things, even things that people don't see because I don't do it for validation. I don't do it. I just show it to the road just so that, you know, other boxers can do the same. Other people can do the same.
Do you believe sometime in the future you'll be able to visit a military base sometime soon, like U.S. Marines?
Yeah. I would love to. I was talking to my boy Danny about that. You know, going to the military base and
we'd definitely like to have you, you know, drop by military base since you are here on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And it's so many out here.
Yeah, I'm with it for sure.
Do you want to start a charitable foundation to help people?
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be great. You know, that's one of my dreams to do that. But when timing is everything, you know, I can't do everything, you know, today. But when the time is right, I will.
Would it be the homeless, people in school, children? What would it be?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I would have to look into it some more. But you know, eventually, you know, you'll see.
Devin, you were part of a very unique fight card with Lulu Paul and KSI. What was your overall experience and your thoughts afterwards? Once you saw the arena was very different that night compared to like the usual boxing.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that the arena was like different. Honestly, I couldn't see the arena because I was fighting, but I saw that it was packed all the way to the top. And when I was coming out, and they announced my name, like, well, coming to me, Devin Haney or whatever. The whole arena went crazy, and I was like, wow, like I couldn't believe that they went crazy for me like that. But you know, it was a good card. I gained, you know, so much followers, so many fans off that. So I'm happy that I did it.
Before the fight happened, there was a lot of back and forth. Some people thought it was good for boxing. Some people were like, why are they doing this? Do you think overall it was a good thing for boxing, how it ended up?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people tuned into it. I gained so many fans, like so many people who Logan Paul and KSI fans who now are fans of me. I gained like probably like 50,000 followers off of that, you know, 20,000 Twitter followers, like, so it was good.
Did you think that the fight was entertaining?
Yeah, it was actually a good fight. You know, they don't have any skills, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just bullshit you. Like, they don't have any skills, but it was a good fight. They showed heart, and they went there and laid it all on the line.
I heard that Logan Paul is going to contest the fight because of the 2 points. Did you think?
I don't think he should.
Who did you think would?
I don't think he should.
KSI win?
Yeah, I thought KSI would. I don't think that he should contest it. I mean, he's not gonna win.
Hey Dev, I apologize if everybody's already asked you this, but I had an interview with Mauricio Sulaiman regarding some of the tweets you made yesterday regarding the WBC franchise situation. It seems
What did I tweet?
I think it was if Loma didn't ask for the belt. I forgot the exact quote, but it was something along the line. If he didn't ask for the belt, how is it that you ended up with the belt? Something to that effect. But basically to say that Loma did ask for the belt.
I just found this out today that Loma admitted that he vacated. Did anybody see that? You saw that?
Yeah, I saw it. Well, that was yesterday.
I didn't know he said that.
The fact that he vacated it, and also the fact that Loma was on an interview saying that he never asked for the belt. I asked Mauricio, he said that absolutely anybody that gets the WBC franchise tag would have to ask for it, would have to request it. So what are your thoughts on that? Have you spoken to Mauricio today at all?
Yeah, I spoke to Mauricio briefly, but we didn't talk about Loma, man. We just talked about the future of Devin Haney. I don't know. I feel like, you know, maybe he didn't ask for it, but his team asked for it. He probably means he didn't ask for it himself. He didn't say it, but his team definitely asked for it. You know, but it's all part of the game. He admitted that he vacated, and Devin Haney's a real WBC champion because he didn't even want the franchise title. So now I'm the only champion in WBC.
Do you feel that you and him?
The thing is that Mauricio actually seemed confused too about how that works out. Because I said, if Haney fights the winner of Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey, is he undisputed? Or if Loma were to fight the winner of those fights, is he undisputed? And there was really no answer to that question.
Nobody's undisputed until they fight Devin Haney.
Do you feel that you would be able to link that up before your career moves to another division and fight Lomachenko? Or do you believe he just...
It takes two to tango. I can't force nobody in the ring with me at the end of the day. I mean...
So him knowing that you was moving up, do you think it was a duck for him to relinquish and also request the franchise championship rather than facing you moving up to the division?
I don't know what his plans were. I don't know what he had in mind, in store or whatever. I don't know.
More than after you won the title, how you do this? What did you do to celebrate, man?
I went to go work out because I had a fight. I still had a fight coming up, so I just went to go work out. That's it.
Why do you think you would go on? Why do you think you would take an interview and say that he didn't ask for it? If clearly somebody involved with this team, or even maybe personally his team.
So like, did somebody drag him to Cancun too, or how did he get there? How did he get to Cancun? Did he get on the flight?
He certainly did, and he got there and he accepted the belt.
Did he check into his room or what?
He certainly checked into his room, I would imagine.
Yo, he was there for like 3 days, so I'm sure he knew what was going on because I knew what was going on before it even happened. So.
And I mean, does that when you think of him as a man, you know, to accept that and then to turn around and say, oh well, I never asked for it. When you know for a fact that he did, does that change your perspective on him as a person?
No, I mean that's what he's supposed to say. He's supposed to say that he didn't know about it and he would fight anybody or whatever. But I mean he admitted that he vacated, so he manned up and said that he vacated and Devin Haney is the belt now.
So as far as you're concerned, you are the WBC champ, and there is no.
Yeah, I'm the real champ. He said he vacated.
Thanks a lot, Devin.
Devin, you came out in the Dapper Dan and 2 fights ago. You say you might be fighting in March.